All right, so I got another collection here, and this one's actually pretty cool because this collection actually came to me. I wasn't looking for this, but I had actually one of the YouTube viewers, and I think subscribers as well, actually commented and said, "Hey, I got a collection. I'm looking to sell it. What do you think?" So I said, "Hey, here's my email. Let me know what you got, and we'll talk it over and we'll work it out." And again, I'm not a huge single seller. I'm turning into one apparently. I wasn't planning on it, but I'm not really a big single seller at the moment, and so I gave what my percentage price was in certain value cards. I told him all the information, what I was going to offer and all that. And he said, you know what? Let's do it. Let's make it happen. So I was like, great, perfect. So what we have here is several boxes of cards back here. There's definitely a lot of bundle boxes, lots of stuff back here. All these, both of those big black boxes in the back are just all rares and mythics, I think. So, but how this worked was this was their collection. And like I said, we made a deal on a price. They had a scan value of a bunch of cards. I gave them a percentage that I'm willing to do with that, and they were on board. So all I'm going to show today actually is just that scan stuff. All right, I'm not going to show everything. Hold on, let me set up my app here. I'm not going to show everything in this video. This is going to be just basically the meat and potatoes, like the good stuff. So what I did was I unboxed it. I audited everything that I knew about based on the values that we agreed on, how much I paid for it. That's what I'm going to show today is basically the big hitter stuff. But the cool part is going to be all this extra stuff that we're going to look at later, which is kind of like a bulk buy. We made a flat rate deal and everything like that. And he says there's a lot of good stuff in there, so I'm really excited. But let's dive right in and let's see what we do. So I'm just going to show this part today, but it should be pretty nice. And on top of that, I listen to people. So I think that, I've heard nothing but good things about ManaBox as far as the scanner go. So for this video is the first one, I'm trying ManaBox. We're gonna try it out, see how it goes. I'm curious to see how it works. Let's move this a little bit for some shadow action. All right, let's go. Let's get into it. Show and Tell, Mystery Booster 2. 910. This is set to TCG Player Market. We got a Winds of Change, Mystery 2. 81, nice. Temporal Manipulation, Mystery 2. I saw there's a lot of Mystery 2 open this, which is cool. Love that set. 434. Kadolta Forge Master, Double Masters 2022. I'm sorry, 2020. 427. Sorum on the White Hand. The Scroll, non-foil for Lord of the Rings. That's this one. This one, I believe. 995. Borderless Galadrim Brigade for the Commander. Cool, for Lord of the Rings. 648 Goblin Recruiter, Mystery 2. 526. So most of this should all be like about $5 and up or so. Spellseeker. 1172. Nice hit there. Borderless Vault of Champions, Commander Masters. 1639. Those are going up pretty good. Hammer of Zahn. This one's gone up a while too. 1627. Etched. Land Tax from Commander Masters. Gorgeous card. And already I did a few tests as far as ManaBox goes before I did this video. And I got to tell you, I really enjoy it. It's actually, it identifies things really well. Land Tax 2711 for the Etch Foil. Giselle Goldmane, Commander Masters. It identifies things usually really well. And so far, I gotta tell you, everyone said about it, it's pretty good, man. I think I might officially be switching over. 563 for that one. Font of Mythos, that's a list card right there. Let's see if I see. Identifies Conflux. Let's see if we can move it over the list. There we go. 1595 for the list. Jesus, okay, sure. So the Animus list card again. Yeah, I saw a lot of list cards in this. So the Animus, not Commander Masters. We're going to go to list. Let's see. Lists. This one is, I think it's that one. 811. Okay, nice. Another list card. We got the Beacon of Immortality. Not Ixalan, not 10th edition. We're gonna go with the list. There we go. Again, 1119. Very nice. We're already up to a total of 160. Yeah, not sure. Okay, I might as well say my cost on this collection. That was another list card right there. So the cost in this collection was $19.60. Okay, but then I paid the shipping, which was like $24. So basically, $19.84 was the price of this thing, shipped to me. Glasspool Mimic, we'll go with the foil. I like the simplicity of this app too, though, as far as like the ease of use. It is pretty nice, I will say. Comet Stellar Pup, not that version. This is actually just the regular Infinity version. 649 for 2. Yeah, very nice. We'll take those. Borderless Foil Commander Firemane Commando. That one there. It's going to be the Borderless, and it's going to be the foil. 601. I think this is a foil one. I'm not a big fan of these perfect fit sleeves, but yeah, foil, scroll. One ring to rule them all. Any of those foil spots right there, always really good. Not that version. Let's go with the scroll foil. Foil, $9.45. Very good. Gifts Ungiven. This was unbanned, but I know it's been dropping in price a little bit. $6.84. That'll work. Overgrown Tomb. Return to Ravnica. Very nice. $11.44. Parallel Lives, the anime version. Very nice. Wildzilla Drain, the Enchanting Tales. That goes for $31.72. Great. Shelly, Whispered One. March of the Machines. $16.51. Great. Birds of Paradise. Dom Remastered. Borderless. $7.68. Voraclex Voice of Hunger. The showcase one from March of the Machines, right? $10.47. That's the lower end Voraclex. Breath of Fury. Commander 16. Yeah, $11.31. Nice. Old Gnawbone, list hit again, which actually I think the list hit's more expensive than the regular one. Regular one, $46. List hit being $55.54. Very nice. Reanimate, Jumpstart, OG. Love original Jumpstart. That was such a great set. For anyone who's around, it was like 2020-ish. Original Jumpstart was a wild ride, man. That was a wild set. Commander Masters Undergrow Stadium. Nice, $10. Vault of Champions, Commander Masters. $12.81. Fire Emancipation. Yeah, Jumpstart was it was a volatile time because like they couldn't get the cards, they couldn't get the printers going, and Nahiri, March of the Machines out of Aftermath. $14.39. Nice. And so those boxes went crazy. That's when Allosaur Shepherd was like a $100 card. It was nuts because you couldn't find those Jumpstart boxes. Goblin Recruiter from Visions. Not 6th edition. We're gonna go back all the way to Visions. Visions right there. $7.22. Nice. 4th edition Strip Mine. That's going nowhere except in a deck of mine, for sure. Is it that version? No, 4th edition. That one. That's the right picture. $15.98. Very good. Price of Progress. Exodus. Right. Yep. $6.49. Borderless Master of Dark Rites. Commander something. Which one's this? This is Commander. Oh, Ixalan. Oh, wait, we know what? This is the borderless one. That one. There we go. 808. Very good. We're already at a total of 450, basically. Very good with the first little stack here. Training Grounds Showcase from Aftermath. This is a great card, Training Grounds, but it's got killed with the reprint. Forbidden Orchard. Double Masters. $6.70. Borderless Astral Dragon. There's a good hit right there from Baldur's Gates. $17.85. That's actually dropped. Wait, hold on. Is it the right version? That one. $17.95. Okay. Sword of the Animist, Commander Masters. $7.82. Jet Medallion. It's amazing how much those medallions have gone down. $7.06. Borderless Folk Hero, the Mythic from Baldur's Gates. $5. Nayeth the Dire Hunt. Pair of those. $6.68 for 2. Borderless Surge, Forge Anew. Any of the surges from any of these sets can be really spicy. Oh, see, this is where I'm going to have a tough time probably identifying some of these. But I'm going to try my best. Is it that one? No, let's go back there. Again, I'm still learning to navigate this app, but I'm getting used to it. Wait, I'm going to go with that one. I'm not sure that's the exact price, but I'm not sure. I'll have to double check later. Teferi. And there's a bunch of these versions in Core 21. $8.27. Foil, Temporary Lockdown. $3.54. Foil being $5.62. Borderless Seasons Past. Commander Lord of the Rings, $10.28. Drumming Stone, Double Master. That's gone back up, hasn't it? Yeah, $16.41. Borderless Surge, Anduril the Narsilver Forge. Very nice from the collector packs there. Which one's the foil one? It's gotta be this one. Yeah. Okay, $22.47. Very good. Borderless Foil Worship. Again, Lord of the Rings. There. Showcase Surge Legolas the Master Archer. Not that version. This is definitely that one. Foil, $5.30. Showcase foil. I love the showcase foils in MH2. They're fantastic. The Esper Sentinel and like the Urza Sagas specifically are unbeatable. Cauldron Complete Showcase foil Mythic MH2 $9.65. Japanese Undergrowth Stadium. I noticed there was a couple of like foreign cards in here, so I'm gonna set those aside. We'll look at those at the end because they are gonna be a little bit less in price. Commander Plate, very cool, and it's a Final Fantasy card. So yeah, the foreign stuff I'm going to set aside because they are at different pricing. There is some fun. There's a few in here. Mana Drain, very nice. Vault of Champions, Spectator Seating, Training Center. Hull Breacher, Jeskai. So we'll look at those later. Lotho, foil. 494 for the regular, 576. Nice. Borderless foil, Flames of Nor, Lord of the Rings. Nice, you got that too. Foil, 560. Jet Medallion, foil. Awesome, 676 less for the foil, which is weird. Grand Arbiter. It's so weird when sometimes foils are worth less. But when they're printed like crazy, 1290 for that. List, Perforos Scout of the Forge, very fun commander. Not the Commander Masters though. This is gonna be the list. List right there. 2423. We're at 660 for a total already. List Equilibrium from Exodus. Not that one. That one. 523. Coat of Arms list. Always take those. Coat of Arms. Not the dual decks. List. Now, again, I'm kind of going through this fairly quickly, so will every single scan thing be 100% perfect? Absolutely not. I'm not even going to pretend like it is. But it's close enough so we have an idea of what's there. Umbral Mantle for value anyways. Umbral Mantle from the list. Not the Shadowmoor version. Mystery, the list. There it is, 673. Borderless Exotic Orchard. Come on. Not that regular one. Doctor Who, Borderless. There it is right there. 632, nice. Capture of Jing Zhao for the Mythic from Commander Masters. 968. Foil Miriam, Sentinel Worm. That popped up, of course, with Tarkir. Any dragons did. I think it's leveled out now, but 711, yeah, for a while I think it was way up there. Borderless Blade of Cells. Regular 362. Let's go with the borderless one. That one right there for 556. Nice. Showcase foil Drana and Linvala. Foil being 588. Etched Emery, Lurker of the Lock. Not the Commander version. This is the Multiverse Etched. There it is. 784. I like how they show you the pictures too. It makes it a lot easier. It really does. Primal Vigor. Roswell Drain right there, 518. Surak and Goreclaw, 567. Invasion of Ikoria, 771. Nice. Fairy Mastermind. I know this dropped. Yeah, 1014. That was like 30ish for a while, wasn't it? Borderless Commander. Which one's this? The Wallbreaker. That one. 1016. Nice. Okay, we'll take that. What do we got here? The Borderless Genesis Engine. Is that Kamigawa? That's Kamigawa Commander. Yep. 556. Nice. Borderless Righteous Valkyrie. Kaldheim. Old commanders. Old collector packs right there. So 542. Nice. Jace from Phyrexia LB1. Regular version. 397. Tekuthal. 1623. I think I found a foil one of those in the last one. We got the Riders here from the Commander. Which Commander is this? It's from the... That's got to be Kaldheim Commander. Yeah, okay. 636. Mangara, Commander Masters Etched. Let's see where you're at. So many of these cards, it's funny, like, you lose track of singles sometimes. I gotta move the stack a little bit. You can easily lose track of some singles because if you don't handle them a lot. So it's nice when I get some new collections like this, especially some newer stuff. So I can remind myself of what some of them are worth. Spectator Seating 1440. Let's see that. No, that's not that one. Borderless. Oh, I got it. Did I get it? Borderless. Yeah, 1440. Okay, that'll work. Borderless Foil Preacher of the Scion. Schism. Scion. Shit, I can't read. Borderless Foil. Borderless Foil 488s. Foil. Here's the Charmed Apple. Foil being 539. We got your List Authority of the Consoles. This is a really cool collection. I remember when he sent me the list, like, it was really cool. I really definitely wanted it, and I'm glad that we were able to come to a deal because there's a lot of really cool hits in here. Nexus of Fates, list card. Not that promo version. The List, 526. Noble Hierarch, that's a list one as well. 826, not that one. Not Dual Masters, not Modern Masters, not Conflux. The List, there it is. 709, nice. List Muxus, Galvin Grandee from the original Jumpstart. That that one. The list again. A lot of list stuff in here because I saw these festivals in a box. Prosper Toonbound list from the AFR Commander. That was a brutal deck. I never played it, but I played against it. Not that one. Let's see right here. That one. Let's see, Cabal Coffers. Again, Mystery 2 whiteboard. I like these. I do like those. Not that one. I like the whiteboard stuff in Mystery 2. I thought it was a really cool mix in there. 1819, very nice. Culling the Week. Actually, funny, I just opened a box of Exodus on my show this morning. In the very first pack, we got a Culling of the Week in the Exodus right there. Not that one. Mystery 2, white version, 734. Madding Cacophony, regular one. Not the list. 593. Sterling Grove. Little guy right there for a couple bucks probably. Yeah, 367. Glamdring. Not the regular version. This is the showcase version from the collector packs. 511. Foreign Harmonize. Halo. Brutaclad. That's cool. Let's see which one. If I can find it in here. Oh, yeah. Look at that. So it even shows it. That's very nice. 1384 for the Halo. Sweet. Azusa. Commander Masters Foil. A lot of great cards in this set, in this collection. 908. Helm of Awakening. 2 of them from the list. Not Dom Remastered. Visions, the list for 2. Nice. 467 each. Riz the Redeemed, fun elf commander. I built that a while ago too, but never played the way I really wanted it to. It was good, but it just, I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of it. Tom Bombadil, showcase mythic from Lord of the Rings. 563. Foil, Sword of Light and Shadow from Assassin's Creed. It's going to be 759, and then we got Black Market Connections, Assassin's Creed as well. 1329, very nice. Okay, move these over here. So again, this is just this is what's basically known, okay? This is what's known. Mystical Tutor, Eternal Masters. Not Dom Remastered. Eternal, there it is. 1135, Teferi's Puzzle Box, Jumpstart 2022. Not 9th edition. Not 9th edition. Teferi's Puzzle Box is a fun card. It's just a fun, weird card. Strix Serenade, Borderless Foil, MH3. Foil being 608 for that. Steel Shaper's Gift, Commander Masters. 752, that one back up. Borderless Flare of Sanities. 1403, let's see if we go to the other one. Borderless, there it is. 1279, nice. Etched Kozilek. I'm surprised how much this thing has gone down. It's crazy. I think at one point this card was like $2. Like crazy cheap. 656. Foil mirroring. Foil being 711. Showcase foil Karlach for your mythic from Baldur's Gates. Nice there. 769. Etched Zakama, Commander Masters. Not that Ixalan one. Yeah, this dropped a lot too because it's reprinting the Commander deck, right? So what's this? 589. Showcase Born Upon the Wind, non-foil. Not the regular version, showcase version. But yeah, overall, so this being my first video I've been using Mana Box, I like it. I really do. You know, heard a lot of good things about it. Hammerheim. No, that's the only art, right? Yeah, that's the only one. Okay, so it's a foil. 1696, nice. Smeagol, scroll foil. That one, this one, foil. 556. Surge, Borderless Gimli's Reckless Might. You can only find these in the collector packs. Actually, I finished up another, not that one. I finished up another collector box of Final Fantasy this morning, and I went to look to go see 720 for that. I went to look to see how much they were going for in the open market. As of right now, this is what, July 7th? They're like $2,000. It's crazy. Urza's Portrait, Commander Masters, 1440. Etched Sword of the Animist. Not that version. It's crazy that those things... Well, it's funny because everyone's paying attention to Final Fantasy, and other things are happening behind the scenes. 1273 for that. Winona, join our forces. Ikoria Mythic, 527. Blood Chief Ascension, Commander Masters. $16. Razaketh, Foul Blooded. 1082. Oh, here it is, the 30th anniversary edition. The set that everyone hates. I gotta be honest with you, they're fun to open, but they should have been a lot cheaper. Or they should, you know what they should have done, honestly, is $9 for that clue token. What they should have done with that is done like a 36-pack draft booster box and made that $1,000. And trust me, people would have bought it like crazy and loved the draft and had a good time. 4 packs, I'm sorry, but that was bullshit. Valgate Recovery 576, Shieldred, March of the Machines, 15 plus Animate Dead from the list, Eternal Masters. Not the regular Eternal Masters from the list, that one. 720. One ring to roll them all again. Scroll foil. Those are good. Okay, not the regular version. Showcase. Foil. 945. Good. Kozilek. Foil Commander Masters. Foil being 586. Yeah, that just drops so much. Flying with the White Tree. Foil scroll right there. These are hard to get. Again, you get one spot of these in the collector packs. And again, those collector packs now are pretty damn expensive. $20 for that one. Nice. Irenicus' Vile Duplication, good and common from Baldur's Gate. Or it was at one point. 730. Oh, wow. So we've got it even higher. $7 for that. Wow. Okay. Foil. Ayara. For 522. Nice. Borderless Foil Sigarda. Not the regular version. We're going to go with the Borderless. That one. Foil. 642. Forge in the Fire. The foil from Aftermath. Hiri. Foil being, wow, foil is $2 less. That's funny. Borderless Surge, Born Upon the Wind. Let's see if I recognize that. Born Upon the Wind, Borderless Surge. I'm having trouble figuring out which one is the Surge one. Lord of the Rings, Tales of the Middle Earth. I'm sure you can see the number at the bottom, but that one's automatically goes foil. I'll go with that, $7. It could be wrong, but Shelob, Scroll Foil. Yeah, I like the Scroll Foils. I feel like those could hold up because they can only find them in the collector packs. And like I said, they're very expensive, $10, yeah. Relic of Sauron, Scroll Foil Commander. 1891, nice. Timber Protector, Borderless Foil Commander, again from the those foil, 19, nice. Etched Narsets, Aftermath again. Let's go with this one right here for $16.49. Total right now $13.24, so pretty good. Borderless Foil Soldier. Not that one. It's the Borderless and it's the foil. $16.52, good. Excalibur, Assassin's Creed, regular version, 14. Command Beacon, Rejuvenating Springs. Hero of Akros from Magic Origins, foil. 683, nice. Recruit of the Guard from the list. Not that one. We're going to go with the Borderless Foil Spark Double, Ravnica Remastered. Very nice, gorgeous cards. It's a great version. Foil 22, very good. Phyrexian Tower from OG Jumpstart. Ultimate Masters, let's go with Jumpstarts. 17. Urza's Bauble, Ice Age, classic right there. $3.59. Sandstorm from Arabian Nights. Very cool. Anything Arabian Nights is always great. 2 of those. Let's go with 2 of those. Nice. What version is that? Battle Box. No. Let's go to Arabian Nights. There we go. 801. Perfect. Foil Inner Sun from Ixalan. No, I'm Ixalan. Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Foil, $15.59. Borderless Foil, Void Gorger, very nice. This thing was huge for a while. I'm not sure if it still is. Let's see. Borderless is 33. Foil being 44. Very nice, almost 45. Then I have Devastation. Commander Masters, Borderless Foil. Great card right there. 41.91, so $42 card. We're $15.30 now. So Contamination from List versus Saga List. Not that one. The List is going to be $6.80, a lot less. Bergie got a Storytelling from Kaldheim. 17, very nice. Veto, pair of Vetoes. Core 21, 2 of those. There we go. Exploration, foil from Dom Remastered. Nice. 22 for the regular, foil being 21, just less. This is so funny. Ayara again, showcase foil. I've seen one of those before. Foil, 522. Borderless Foil Counterspell from H2. These are gorgeous. This is a gorgeous collection, it really is. 920, nice. Angel's Grace, TSR, Time Spell Remastered. 637, Rebuff the Wicked, times Power Master is a good uncommon to pull from there. 425. Hako the Surging Soul, showcase foil. Surging Soul 573, Innkeeper's Talent. Foil being 1241, and then the Storm Chaser's Talent. Going for 874. Very nice. So 1641 so far. And we still got this to go. Plus, we'll look at the foreign cards after. And I'm going to scan them in as regular, but we'll know that's a little bit different. Here we go. We get your the Verge, Dustmourne, foil. Regular's $5, so foil's basically the same. Etch, Storm Surge, Kraken, Commander Masters. Not that version. We're going to go with the foil being the etched foil, I should say, 498. Or is a Saga. Obviously, it's a classic from MH2. Due for a massive reprint, I think. 41. Probably upgrade to Mythic when they do it. Good old Mirage, uncommon. Mystical Tutor. The original printing, not 6th edition. The original Mirage, uncommon, 1194. Beautiful. Bloodstained Mire, gorgeous hit. Borderless foil from MH3. Absolutely gorgeous card there. Foil being 6383. That's fantastic. Watery Grave. Shockland from Infinity. I think that's probably listing as the Galaxy. That is not it. This one. The problem is now I don't know how to remove this from here. So, shit. Let's see if I can go in here. What a grave. Where are you? Probably at the bottom. Grave. Yeah, I'm guessing it picked up the Galaxy one. All right, so we get rid of that. Again, bear with me. I'm new with this app, so I'm learning it. Come on. I think it's going to want to call it the Galaxy either way. Okay, we'll just search it. We'll just find it because I want to see what it's going for now. Water Grave. No, there's Eternity's Ravnica Mastered. This one. So add a collection. There we go. I'm probably doing this wrong. I know people are probably making fun of me, but again, I'm figuring this app out. I'm new to it. All right, we're just not going to count that one, I guess, in the total. It is what it is. Odawara for Kamigawa. Very nice. 17. We'll take that. Etched Prismatic Vista. This is gorgeous from MH1. Let's go with this one there. That one. 4261. Fantastic. Bountiful Promenade. Baldur's Gate. Foil. Nice. 827. Displacer Kitten. 18. Foil being 17. It's funny. It's the last. Dinosaurs on a Spaceship. Doctor Who Commander. For the borderless foil. These things were really expensive for a while. I feel like they dropped. 964, definitely. Felwar Stone, Commander Masters, foil. I don't think that's too much, but Commander Masters. This is probably a $2 card. I don't know why. Should I scan it in here? There we go. That. $7. Okay, sure. Okay, I guess it's a $7 card. Doubling Season. Wild Zo's Raining Chanting Tales. Love these. 27. Borderless Endeavor. Not the regular version. Let's go with the Borderless. The Borderless being 879. Borderless Winged Boots. AFR Commander. Let's go with that one. 607. Very good. Glistening Sphere. For the Commander card, 976. So, Norn's Quarryman. It's funny because some of these cards I had in another collection and I just sold them like literally this morning. We get the Corey Steel Cutter. This was just banned, wasn't it? So probably just totally dropped. $6. Is that Caracas? It is. Nice little Caracas for $10.95. Gyre Sage. Midnight Hunt Commander, I think. I want to say Midnight Hunt Commander. Yeah, 370, little guy right there. Lisa from Double Feature. I thought Double Feature was cool. His problem is just 2 trash sets. Not that one. Mr. Midnight Hunts Double Feature, that version right there. $5. Braids for the showcase foil. Foil being 438. Borderless foil reflecting pool. Those are gorgeous. From Baldur's Gate. Foil there, $8.94. Crater Hoof Behemoth Commander Master is nice. $12. That's dropped. Retro foil Entomb, Dom Remastered. Let's go with the retro foil one there. All right, so as of this point, total right now scan is $19.95. Like I said, I paid shipped to my door $19.84. So as of this moment, we are at value, scan value, I should say, market value for what I paid, which is nice. And so we still have this little spot right here, and all the rest of the stuff to go through, which is nice. So again, nice. Mystical Tutor, Dom Remastered. Foil, $12. Exploration, another one, foil. Those gone up quite a bit, which is nice. 21. Flare of Denial, Borderless foil, MH3. It's a gorgeous collection, it really is. 32, very good. Retro Flare of Denial, probably a lot less, but $3, yeah. Horde Dragon, it's a dragon. It's a dragon, $13. Well, not that one. We're gonna go with that one. $36, that's a little better. Ledger Shredder, foil, Streets of New Capenna. $6.79. Thassa, Theros Beyond Death, beautiful showcase foil. I love this version. Foil on that one, $25.54. Chatterfang, borderless foil from MH2. Foil being $19.40. Lotus Petal from the list from Tempest. Not the Tempest Common, but the list version. $23. Sol Ring, Future Sight version, $4.95. Unstoppable Slasher, Dustmourne foil, $2.60. Temporal Manipulation, $12.58. All right, so let's see. Kefka, it's actually kind of cool to see some very new stuff in here. Kefka, borderless foil from Final Fantasy, which is $14.61. Foil being $19, nice. Sort of Feast and Famine, Assassin's Creed, definitely take those. $26. Drum Bellower, Commander Kamigawa, $6. Foil, Cabal Coffers, MH2. Regular foil, not the etched or anything like that. $31, very nice. Ugin's Labyrinth, MH3, Mythic foil. 19 regular, foil being $31.79. Animate Dead, foil Eternal Masters, that's actually gorgeous. Old foil like that are really good. 15, actually $16 for that foil, very nice. All right, one more stack here. Like I said, we will look at the foreign stuff. I will scan it and we'll add it, even though it will be a little off. But, you know, again, this makes it simpler. Wandering Archaic, Strixhaven, good card. $6.86. Foil Coma. From Kaldheim. Showcase one, $12.87. Very nice. Aetherflux Reservoir from Kaladesh. Always love those. Pay $50. Deal $50. $15. Guardian Project. Original printing. Ravnica Allegiance. $11. Ibn Blade Reaper Onslaught, $6.99. A Borderless Caretaker, $3.86. List card Kozilek, the list from Ultimate Masters, the list of the Ultimate Masters version of the list. That's not that one, or vice versa. However I said that. There we go. $46. We'll take that. List Guiltleaf Archerd. Not the original Morning Tide. We're going to go with the list for $13. Still really nice. Foil, Praetor's Grasp. That's going to be $17. Very good. Explosive Iteration, Special Guest Foil. Foil 12. Yeah, Kumbal, Double Masters. It's $5. Borderless Foil, MH2, Academy Manufacturer. This one's reprinted a Commander deck, but I think it still held some value. And the Borderless foil version, this is probably the only one. So yeah, 13, almost $14. Techathal again, the Borderless foil Mythic. Let's get the Borderless one in there. I think it's that one, yeah. Foil, nice. Say it's not stepping complete, is it? No, it's not. Nuka Penna, Elspeth Resplendent for the Borderless Mythic. Going for $4. Okay. Torment of Hellfire. 2 of them from the list. Take those. All right, Hellfire, not the Amonkhet. We're going to go... I'm sorry, not the Devastation. The list. 24 for 2 of them. Very nice. And Underworld Breach. Non-foil special guest. 19, very nice. Miri, like Duelist. This was the face commander for that Feline Ferocity I found the other one. Special guest foil. Gorgeous card. Absolutely gorgeous card. So scan, there it goes. Foil being $9.45. Nixilis from Aftermath. That was a big hit in the set, right? I feel like it was. $7. Foil being 7. Maybe dropped. Kiki Jiki list. Not iconic. We're going to go with the list, which is that one for $9. Wirewood Lodge. I think this is like a dual deck, wasn't it? Something like that. Yeah, it was dual decks. Okay, we'll go to the list. Nice there for $6 and change. Training Rounds Showcase. Foil being $4. Swan Song. Theros beyond original Theros, right? Not Commander 16. Theros 11. Good. Griven Cairns, the Filter Lands. 365, not that version. This is Iconic Masters. There we go. Iconic Masters for $5.76. Foil Iconic Masters, Scourge of Valkis. Scourge of Valkis, not the AFR Commander. Iconic Masters foil. $9.80. Nixilis. Iconic Masters. Not that one. It's amazing how many times things have been printed. $7. Oh, man. Retro foil Esper Sentinel. That's freaking gorgeous, man. It really is. MH2. Not the regular one. We'll go with the retro foil. Oh, yeah, there it is. Retro foil. $45.56. Fantastic. Balagan Recovery. Great foil from Zendikar Rising. Foil being $7. And Sword of War and Peace. So, borderless foil from Double Masters OG. This came out of a VIP pack. It's the only place you can get the foils for those. 18 for the non-foil, foil being 19.28. Fantastic. All right, so let me scan through. So we're at 27.26. And then this is basically the foreign stuff. It'll identify it. I'm going to count it so it's close, whatever. It's going to be fine. We have Rejuvenating Springs, Commander Legends. That one's going to go for $4. Assume it's probably like half-ish, give or take. Command Beacon from Commander Legends again. 48. Growth Spiral, Strixhaven Mystical Archive. Yeah, 340. Etched Roga, right? Japanese. Etched foil would be this one. $11. Japanese, yeah. Otawara, right? Borderless foil. Let's go with the borderless one. Foil being 31. Again, it's a little less. I know. Mana Drain. This is still very cool. Nice Mana Drain. Take that. Not Double Masters. Commander Legends. One of my favorite sets of all time. 38s. A couple of Vaulted Champions. Commander Legends. 2 of them being 14 each. So go with 2. Spectator Seating. Commander Legends, not Commander Masters. Training Center. For a pair of those from Commander Legends. Commander Legends. 10 each for 2. Foil, Hull Breacher. Banned in Commander. It was a brutal card. $9. Foil. Borderless Jeskai. Jessica Thrice Reborn. That's what that is. Non-foil. Final Fantasy. I know what this is too. I'm not going to think of it. Not Grim Flare. See, that's the thing is, how do I delete that now? I'm not sure. It's a summon. Which one's this? Odin? Odin, yeah, 720. Commander's Plate, great card. Cheaper for the Japanese, but still very, very nice. Commander's Plate, Commander Legends, $33 card. 3 visits. These are like, what, 6, 7 a piece in English? 15? That's not right. I'm not... Oh, no, it's got the borderless one. That's why. So if I go here, do I just... I figured if I click this one, it would choose it, but it doesn't. I'm not sure. Either way. The Reality Chip. Borderless foil. Not Villainous Wealth. I think it's worth a couple bucks anyways. Undergrowth Stadium to finish it off. Not that one. Let's go with the Commander Legends. Okay, so 928. So what I'm seeing is I'm seeing scan value. Again, it's a little off, I know, because some are Japanese, some I missed. I get it. But 29.62.79, call it 29.63. So that's what I'm seeing right there. I'm going to add all this to the collection there so I can keep track of it. And I can adjust it from there, which is a good thing. So there's a collection. There we go. Scan value about 3,000, just shy of. So very cool. So basically, I said I paid 1984. Scan value was 3,000, and that's what I saw so far. So I know that there's that. I know there is the Mischief Secret Lair sealed. Oh, actually, I want to be honest. So I try to be as transparent as I can. So I got this collection, and I saw this in there, but for some reason I thought it was something else because I'm stupid. And I saw this, I opened it up, thought this was the Mischief Secret Lair, and there was nothing in there. So when I messaged the seller, I said, hey, only small problem is the Mischief Secret Lair doesn't have anything in it. So we took that price off of it, and we settled. And then when I went later, I found this, and I contacted them. I said, hey, listen, I'm stupid. I found it. It's in there. So I sent them the extra money for this. So we are good. But like I said, that was basically what I bought. Now, this was like a kind of like a bulk listed buy. I said, all right, based on the bulk, this is how much I pay per 1,000. But some of it is just straight bulk. Some of it is whatever. So like this kind of stuff, I'll give a sneak little preview. Like I haven't gone through this. So this is all going to be kind of a nice little surprise as far as what's in their Sky Killer version. That's pretty good. But I think there will be some good stuff in here. He said there was like a few boxes of like bulk commons, uncommons, but he said there was about 2,700 rares between like $1 and $4 or something like that. And so I did one little tiny peek just to see what it was, and it's this. So I didn't go through. I literally just did like one of these to see what was in here. And so we'll show this off the next time around. But what he has here basically is like about 3,000, I think, rares and mythics of just kind of small stuff, playables, small stuff. Definitely some bulk in here for sure. But I grabbed one tiny little thing to look to see what it was. Again, as I kind of audited it just to make sure before I paid him. And there was definitely some things in here that with a little bit of value. So this will be fun to go through. And this is what I'll show later on. And this will be the interesting part of the scan value later on that wasn't really taken into account. I mean, there's a ley line binding in there. I'm sure that's gone down from what it used to be. But there's definitely some small hits in here that as we go through, I think I'm going to find definitely some extra value. So this is the first part of this collection. Legion Loyalty, that's nice. So yeah, as I go through this rest of this collection, we're going to see it together for the first time, as I haven't seen any of this yet. But my biggest thing was I wanted to audit it for the big things that I was aware about. We agreed on the price, and so that total of about 3,000 right there is where we're at so far. And I still have all this to go. So come back in a little bit, part 2, to go through the rest of this. It's going to be a lot of fun.